Triple Whistle, the only podcast that talks about Genoa Cricket and Football Club in English. Powered by Genuani Siresta, our guests every week will comment the game performances, players, ratings, tops and flops here at Triple Whistle. Welcome back to Triple Whistle, the podcast that talks about Genoa Cricket and Football Club in English. My name is Tobia Salvai, I'm speaking to you from Edinburgh, and I'm connected today with Alex Pugno from the Genoa Club UK based in London to comment the game that Genoa drew for 0-0 against Cagliari in the Stadium Luigi Ferraris in Genova. Hi Alex, how are you?
Hi, all good. And you? How are you?
Oh, good. Stressful week, I'd say. Taken... Well, few private matters such as work, quite important, I'd say, and mostly the frustrating draw of Genoa. We really played a strange game that left me with a sort of a bittersweet note in my palate. We can then go throughout the story of the game, but I think you can share the same feeling. Really disappointing result for the way it came.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's the story of all other games as well. I mean, we create a lot. We got a lot of chances, but we don't convert in goal. And Cagliari didn't strike once on target, and that speaks volume. So, and we still drew. So it doesn't make any sense. But we will need to improve that and try and score because everything else is fine.
Yeah, well, let's go back to the story of the game for those that haven't seen it. So we're talking of a Genoa that played a really offensive 11. Blessin chosen the same 11 that played against Pal, with few differences in terms of the back line. So instead of having Vogliacco and Ilsanker as a center backs, we played with Dragosin and Bani, so the two usual center backs. And we still see, unfortunately or luckily, Sabelli on the right hand side due to the fact that, and that's why it's unfortunate, that FT was out injured with a gastroenteritis, so nothing major. For the first well, I would say for the whole 95 minutes of the game, Genoa completely dominated the pitch, as we used to see, as you rightly said earlier on, Alex. And Cagliari, which is a strong contender for the title, really played a remissive game. They hardly passed the midfield. We had a very clear chance with Gudmundsson that played a fantastic game, coming down on the left hand side, going towards the middle, shooting the ball from the side of the box. He hit the post, and that was probably the clearest chance of the whole game up until that moment. Then I struggled to remember them all because there were 8 or 9 clear chances. But Alex, if you want to help me with this, I remember Bani hitting the ball with his head on a corner kick.
Yeah, that is it. And then Koda, an incredible chance when Koda hit the ball and they were going straight on target, and Aramu was in the middle.
In the trajectory of the ball, and
Yeah,
another situation where Aramu shot and the ball's been bounced back by the defender, and instead of shooting, he should have passed the ball to Gudmundsson on the left hand side in order to open the space. So out of this game, we can say that this team is really bringing great performances every single game. Cagliari hasn't had a shot on target in the whole game. Dragosin played a brilliant game. However, it's frustrating because we can't score. We really struggle to score. I was looking at the stats earlier on. Genoa scored 9 goals in 8 games. It's not enough for a team that is creating so many chances, you know.
Yeah, it's not enough, but we do create chances, and we do have a top scorer from the previous season of Serie B, Coda, and we must be able soon enough to these chances into goals, because it doesn't make any sense to have 10, 12 chances a game. I guess we need to be more cynical, and perhaps the last 20 meters we are a bit chaotic. It may be because those two chances, that one of the chances I described earlier when Aramo was in the middle and Koda hit him in the small box. What was he doing there? I mean, it was like a bit chaotic. He shouldn't have been there. Should have realized that Koda was about to strike and was just in the middle. And Aramo himself, when in the first half, I think, didn't open for Arbor on the left hand side. It was completely free in the box, and it was like a penalty for Arbor had he received the ball. I mean, because it was just in front of the goal. And there are situations like that when you need to be more clear-headed, and you need to be more focused, and you need to be more cynical. But being cynical and being chaotic don't go well together.
At
So
all.
we need to be clear-headed, and maybe that's what we missed, because we create 10, 12 chances a game, big time.
So that's a good point of discussion. Do you think we don't score because the manager, Mr. Blessin, is not creating some sort of developing some sort of game capable of scoring goals? Do you think players are suffering a lot from the pressure of playing for Genoa, that is supposed to be winning the Serie B, sorry, and go to Serie A, 27,000 fans at the stands singing and chanting right in your face? Do you think we don't score because we are unlucky? I mean, what is it?
It's probably a combination of everything that you said, but possibly most of all, what I was describing, and that must be related to pressure, which doesn't really have to be has to have anything to do with the supporters or the environment. It's, they themselves, deep inside, probably they feel like they must score, and then they try their best. But by trying their best the way they do, instead of being calm and clear-headed, as I was saying, probably
They're rushing the decision making.
Yeah, that's the word. They're rushing it because sometimes it's just a bit odd. The ball is very close to the goal, like 2-3 meters, and it won't go in for whatever reason. Either one of our players, I mean, either the ball hits one of our players or one of the defenders, falls down and hit the ball, and the ball goes out. I mean, that's pretty incredible. So I think it's the pressure.
Insane.
Perhaps it's the pressure inside them, because deep inside, because they feel like
so some self-inflicted pressure.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, look, what is the environment? I mean, doing? I mean, apart from supporting, should they be silent or what? I mean, what about the papers? They're not really. I mean, they are criticizing more often than not, even Blessin. But I mean, I don't think that players feel that, because in every team you go, there are always
dramas.
Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of being more clear-headed. I mean, we got an incredible medical team, I think. I mean, from a mental and point of
view. There's a psychologist as well involved in that, and they will have to hack this because it's so nerve-wracking for all of us, and for them as well, to play such brilliant football and to dominate the opponents everywhere you go, and then being sixth in the league, 3 points below the top, just cause in few chances you haven't been lucky enough or cynic enough, as we said.
Say there are 10 chances. Sorry I interrupted you, but just referring back to what you were saying just now, 10 chances or 12 chances a game. We played 8 games. That makes it 80 to like 96 chances over 8 games. How many goals? Very few, too few.
9.
Yeah, 9 goals. So It's
So
not even one goal every 10 chances, which is, I mean,
10%, even less.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Well, let's talk positive now. Taking that, I'm getting quite a depressive mood thinking about this. If this is the turnaround, as I think it will, I think in maximum 3-4 games, Genoa will be the machine we are expecting to be. We would deserve to win games 3-4-0, playing against the smallest team of the league, which they're about to approach. Because let's not forget, we are sixth at 15 points, 3 points below the first place, only for this reason that we just mentioned, but also because we played against some of the strongest, or at least some of the most equipped team in the league. At the beginning of the season, we had lots of fears and lots of thinking about Venezia, Pisa, Cagliari, Benevento, Palermo. So all big teams, or all teams that even last year they've played to go to Serie A without succeeding. So looking at the positive side, we shown that we are stronger than them massively. We've shown that we are with the manager in terms of team mentality, and I'd say all we need is just to score goals.
Yeah, that's
keep on going about the game. Now I'm still revisiting the game that we played on Friday evening, because it's Wednesday now. It's been a while. What a game has been for Gudmundsson, man. I think it totally wins, hands down, the best player on the pitch. What do you think?
Yeah, Gudmundsson definitely. I mean, it's got quality, and when he's got the ball, it just you just safe anywhere he is, and then that chance he had and they hit the post is just beyond me. It was, he had the moves of somebody from Serie A big time, and we're lucky to have him. And let's hope
he's been out for 2 games actually. Yeah, it's true. What are apart of him? What are your 2 other tops of the game?
Well, it's very difficult because defensively we play very well. So I would just feel like naming the defenders, but I would just pick one. I can say any of them really, Dragozin, and then let's say Frendrup again.
Yeah,
these 3.
I was going to choose exactly the same. Dragozin in the back, because he really played. Bani as well played well, but he really played a proper good game. And well, Frendrup, yes, Frendrup and Strootman will be quite difficult to not give them a vote that is over 6.5, 7. They're really playing a great season. If you don't mind, I'll say the 3 words, in my opinion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, just because I haven't slept for 3 nights thinking about that missed chance. Coda. He hasn't played a bad game, but you can tell he's not 100% fit. And on a ball like that, 3 centimeters far from goal, you gotta go and destroy the goal. He went too soft on it. Second worst was Aramu, because of the poor decision making he did against in that situation, where he should have passed the ball to Gudmundsson and he didn't. Also finding himself in the middle in the trajectory of the ball on the previous chance that I was mentioning earlier on about Coda. Both of them, you can tell they are not fit physically, and probably they have a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Again, self-inflicted pressure. Coda is the number 9 top scorer of the season. He gotta show and bring goals. Whether Aramo is that kind of player that we expected him for so long over the summer transfer, we know the quality he got, and probably he feels that kind of responsibility over the team. So they both need to work harder and improve in order to deliver what they're capable of.
What's interesting about that? Sorry, I just wanted to interject because I remember what people said about Blessing when some new players weren't playing, and everybody was saying, "Why doesn't he make them play?" And there you go. Sometimes it's because they are not in good shape. They cannot offer 100%.
Yeah,
and that's why. That's as simple as it is.
You are literally tearing down an open door, mate. Like the other day, I was listening to the comments of a local journalist of Genova that throughout the first stages of the season, he was saying something like, Koda should play 90 minutes every game because even if he's not fit, he's too strong for the league, and it's one of those players that you'll never have to substitute. Complaining and commenting about the fact that Blessings once substituted him at the 60th minute or something like that. And then yesterday, listening to him, he was saying, Koda should be substituted because he's not fit. I don't understand why the manager is not removing him from the pitch to give space to Puskas. Like, what the hell? Like, it seems that everything that the manager do, it's wrong. I don't like that. I think it's too easy to talk after.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's too easy. Yeah. Because I remember one of our greatest coaches, managers, Franco Scoglio, used to talk before the match. He used to give an opinion before the match because it's too easy to just say after the match that didn't go well and they should have done this and that and the other. It's far too easy. And there is a coach, there's a whole team behind them, and they know what they are doing. They're not incompetent. They showed over the past 12 months or so that they know exactly what they are doing. I mean, yeah, generally speaking, yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, going back towards the worst again, the third worst of the game, in my opinion, was Pajac.
Yeah.
Pajac really, he hasn't played a terrible game, don't get me wrong. He still runs back and forth on the left wing. He does his job. He just been really uncertain in a couple of situations defensively. He couldn't manage the ball properly. I think he didn't have a really easy game because on that side he had Nandez from Cagliari, which is a Serie A player. It's a really good player, so it wasn't easy to contain him. However, I think he deserves a bit of a break. He's been playing all games, and you can tell as well he's tired mentally, physically, and mostly he's not this incredible player that can guarantee us security on that side. So that opens up then the chat about the next game. They were playing actually quite soon on Saturday evening or afternoon, I don't remember. Saturday afternoon in Cosenza. Cosenza Genoa, a really old-fashioned game, I'd say, because there's a strong friendship between the Cosenza firms and the Genoa firm, dated back to the 70s, 80s when Genoa was playing in the lower divisions. And I know that you are going to the game with the rest of the few guys of the club, actually 6 or 7 members of the Genoa Club UK are going to be present in Cosenza. I'll tell you a bit my opinion about the game, and then I want to hear yours. So I think we're going to see a tough game. Cosenza is not a strong team, but it's not definitely a rubbish team. I would say mid-table, with a couple of very good experienced players. Their striker, Larry Vey, used to play for Cagliari many years ago. He's a bit old now, but he's a proper football player. They got a few elements that can be tricky and dangerous. However, I think Genoa got everything in their roster and in their talents to go there and come back with 3 points. We know that today, actually, the sale for the tickets has been open, or yesterday, and over 700 tickets have been sold for the Genoa fans. So we're talking of, again, another major trip down south, quite a difficult one, but that the Genoa fans won't find it challenging. What are you going to expect from this game, Alex?
Yeah, you said the important things about the game and stuff and their players. I'm just looking at the table. They are 8th in the table, and they will try their best. They're playing home, and they got 11 points, so they will try their best to win. I don't know how they will play their game, because obviously all teams seem to be scared of Genoa. And look at Cagliari, the previous game. I mean, so Cosenza might try to wait for Genoa and play on the counter attack, and possibly they will, just like Cagliari, they will try to get a draw, and then off the odd chance with a counter attack try to do something. And talking about our supporters, yeah, I'm very happy they sold 700 tickets so far. Will be half a dozen of us with other friends joining us from other clubs. I heard other clubs from around Europe, like Bruxelles, Amsterdam, and Monte Carlo will be there.
Wow.
So yeah, train from Genoa, fly from Milan, and flies from anywhere around Europe. So let's hope that this will give the extra strength to our players to try and yeah, let's not say that, try and do their best.
Try to do their best, indeed. Great, Alex. Thank you very much for this. We had, well, the listeners don't know, but we had 3 or 4 attempts to record the podcast because of some technical issues. So that's why it's getting released a bit later in the week. And thankfully, me and Alex managed to keep it cool throughout this whole technical issue nightmare, and we managed to bring it home, I'd say. Thank you very much. We might chat then next week or in the future again to comment the other games. I would like to remind everyone to follow us on all of the social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, as Genuani Si Resta. We are also on Spotify, Spreaker. And yeah, follow us online and let us know your thoughts on the comments. Thank you, Alex, and Forza Genoa.
All right, mate. Forza Genoa.
You've listened to Triple Whistle, the after-game podcast of Genuani Si Resta. See you next week.